Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Well, just got done with a nearly hour-long reading on the solar eclipse that's happening on Monday, and now we'll just do something light, like what's coming up for Marjorie Taylor Greene this week. Um, Congress is coming back from their vacation, their 2-week vacation. They're back in session on Tuesday, and I'm curious. When I looked at it last, Marjorie Taylor Greene was talking about vacating the speakership. She brought a motion forward to vacate the speakership. She hasn't brought it to the floor to start that process to vote. Once they bring it to the floor, then they have to act on it within like 2 working days or something along those lines. Right now, I think she's trying to use it like a cudgel because, she's subtle like that. Ace of Wands material all the way. And trying to force Mike Johnson into doing what she wants him to do. Previously, right before that, Don Jr. was on saying how he feels like his father's VP should be somebody who's a real fighter and goes out there and gets dirty. And right after that, Marjorie Taylor Greene does this. So I really do think that this is all performative to tell Donald Trump that she wants to be his VP candidate. Somebody's got to tell her. He's really not that into you. She just can't get it. No, she can't get it from Daddy Trump, and she can't get it from Hunter Biden. Oh, this woman. All right, Marjorie Taylor Greene. What's the energy around Marjorie Taylor Greene this week, especially with the eclipse? I think she's gonna go full Karen. And sorry for for my viewers named Karen, like not that Karen and other folks. It's a pop culture term, and y'all know what it means. My deck is indeed upside down. Entertainment purposes only. What's going on with Marjorie Taylor Greene? It's about the budget, stupid. She's messaging about money and values. So, she does not want, for whatever reason, does not want this funding bill for Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, and Palestine coming up to a vote. And she's threatened Mike Johnson over this. That's her messaging. King of Wands. Let's make this the Mike Johnson card at this point because he's the Speaker of the House and he's the guy who makes the decisions about what's coming to the floor. She's telling him what her values are and what she wants him to do. Underneath it all is the Sun card. Truth being revealed. I think what this is showing, this is just going to show people, not that the folks on this channel are unaware of this, but just the dysfunction that is in Congress and how divided the GOP is. And I think she's just going to make it really clear what she thinks he should do and when he should do it. Here's the thing, though. Because she is so adamant about these things, if he does it and she doesn't pull the trigger, she looks weak and feckless. Just somebody running their mouth. So what's her exit plan? What's her backup plan, her way to, back out of this instead of being backed into a corner? That'll be interesting to see. In the past, you got the Justice card. I think she got a target letter. And she got a target letter. She got a target letter. Yeah, she did. So now, why is she doing this? Remember, I led this off like she wants to be Trump's VP. Why? He's not that into you. Because she got a target letter. If she's the VP, she's not going to have to do anything with that target letter. And then, Trump could pardon her, or Trump could die, and she could be the president. She could try and self-pardon. There's... Yeah, okay. Didn't even think about that. Truth's going to come out. We're going to find out she got a target letter sent to her, and she's desperate to get out from underneath that. Yeah, she's got to show Donald Trump she's a star, baby. She's the woman for the job. And oh God, she might be a central focus. Mind you, she was just going into Congress when January 6th happened. Oh, she's done. Oh, dumb woman. Yeah, she's in the thick of it. And right now, yeah, okay, that explains why she's doing what she's doing. She's trying to get out of this. She's stuck and she knows it. Remember how she lost her mind when they were going to subpoena the phone records for the January 6th committee? Totally exposed. Oh, the anxiety that she is undergoing is amazing. Yeah, she's under a lot of stress. She knows she's caught. That's the thing. She knows she's caught. The only reason why she hasn't been brought up on charges is they're trying to get through with the Trump trial first. She knows as soon as that's done, so is she. Oh, God, I don't... Yeah, her fate is really held in check with these judges. Judge Chutkin, especially. I don't think she's implied or implicated in the Georgia case here. But, this is also kind of Marjorie Taylor Greene, Queen of Wandsing it. She's got to take actions. And trying to present herself as a leader and somebody who's taking actions on this one. But I think this is also the judges coming after her. That's the lesson to be learned. She made her choices, wise or unwise, and she's going to bear the consequences of those choices. Outcome is the Two of Swords. She's going to be at a crossroads here. That's kind of what's coming up. I think what's going to happen, Trump makes his selection for the VP. Maybe we eventually hear the selection of the VP and it's not her. So what is she going to do? Truth is out about this person. Oh, she's in a world of hurt. So, yeah, that would explain why she's all over the place. Just yelling and screaming. She's trying to find some safe place to hide. She literally is the cockroach that's out there, and all the other cockroaches have taken all the good hiding spots. The light is on, and she's circling the kitchen floor, trying to find a place to hide. And maybe if she makes enough noise, she'll scare a cockroach out of its hiding spot, and she'll take it. But I think right now she is feeling mightily exposed. Okay, so now let's bring it back here. Mike Johnson and funding. Is she going to vacate the speakership? Is she going to vote to vacate the speakership? Or what's the energy around that? How's she going to handle Mike Johnson here? All right. Offer she doesn't like. There's nothing he's going to do that she's going to like. Or she's going to throw offers to him and he's going to be like, yeah, no. These two are not going to come to an understanding. Crossed with the Four of Swords in the Moon card. Okay. When I last read on this, I was thinking, yeah, they're back on Tuesday, and at 9:03 on Tuesday, she's going to file those motions. I think she's trying to use this to strong-arm him into doing stuff that she wants. He's not interested. And I think what happens is, it's like he calls her bluff. he just goes ahead and does the things that he's going to do anyways. And she's, maybe she compromises, says, okay, but I'm going to be watching and I'm going to bide my time. And when the time is right, I'm going to strike. So I think she's going to back down for the moment. Because again, she's trying to strong arm him into stuff and manipulate him. And maybe she doesn't have the support that she thinks she has, but she's going to lie in wait for a little bit. 4 weeks. So I don't think it's going to be 4 months. It's going to be like 4 weeks. She's going to wait like a month here. The moon card. It's like, it's that threat. When you least expect it. Or I'm going to get even I'm going to get even with you, but I'm not going to tell you when. That's for you to guess. It's that type of thing. In the past, the Three of Cups. I put up the picture of her taking the selfie with Mike Johnson. She's had some success in her political career with getting elected and reelected. This might be that she gets elected 3 times, but I think she's been kind of celebrated in the MAGA crowd until the Freedom Caucus said they didn't want her in their lunch group anymore and booted her out. It's like her best days are behind her. The days where she was celebrated as a firebrand, those days are behind her, and it's like she's trying to find relevancy again. Also, I helped you get elected to the House Speaker. You're such a disappointment. Knight of Wands. The energy between that is she wants him to push forward that conservative agenda, and he keeps not doing it. And that's why the threats are coming in here. And she wants to be seen as a power mover, a mover and a shaker, a power broker in Washington, D.C. And she might force this vote because that's what she wants to do. She'll frame it. The overarching energy is the Three of Swords. She's going to frame it that Mike Johnson's has betrayed the GOP, has betrayed the Freedom Caucus, has betrayed the MAGA movement, has betrayed Donald Trump. Why? Because he passed a budget and he funded all these other countries before he built the wall to solve the border problem, despite the fact that there was the funding bill in a very conservative immigration reform bill that was brought to them that he decided not to sign. So what does he do? He's going to sign this funding without the border security so Donald Trump can run on it. Jeez. These people. Lesson to be learned is the Queen of Cups. Remember I was saying the solar eclipse? If you watch the solar eclipse the solar eclipse is going to impact people's emotions. She's going to blow her freaking wig. This is not... Marjorie Taylor Greene is not a person who keeps her mouth shut. You know what I mean? She's not a silent killer. She's a screamer the whole time through here. She would do well to sort of storm off with a little angry black cloud over her head. That's not quite her style. Maybe it does. Maybe she goes dark for a little bit. I think she's just going to continue making noise on this whole thing here. And one of the problems is that the Republicans, again, used to be good about keeping their dirty laundry closed up, their family disputes closed up. Now they're out there for everybody to see. Outcome is the Nine of Swords. I think that funding goes through, and she's kind of put between a rock and a hard place. Again, I think she's been hit with a target letter, and she's stressing out, and she's trying to do whatever she can to get that pressure off her, causing chaos. When she will bring that motion to vacate, it's because she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know what to do with herself. She's so stressed out that she has to direct the anger at other people because she can't process it. She can't handle it. She She can't deal with it. So she has to move it on to others and make it somebody else's problem. It's good, a minimum. I would say a minimum of a month. That 9 of Swords could be 9 weeks. What would that put us? That would put us June 7th, June 15th, somewhere like there. Is that right? Let's see. 9 weeks is going to be 63 days. What day is it? April 7th. So that would be April 70th. 30 days in April would make it May 40th. 31 days in May would make it June 9th. So somewhere around the first week in June, say June 9th, first week in June, that type of thing. I think that's when she finally pulls the trigger. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens a month from now. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens in early May. But I think somewhere between May and June, probably closer to June, she blows a blow. She just does it. She launches the missile. Can't take anymore. Okay, if she was served a target letter, what's it about? Just a little peek, Spirit. Just a little peek-see. Marjorie Taylor Greene, target letter. What can you tell us about that? I'm curious. My fans here are curious. We're all curious. The smug merchant. Hopes, wishes, dreams fulfilled. 9 of Cups, by the way. Some people ask me to call out the cards here. 9 of Cups. It's that mindset that she's just above it all, acting with impunity type of thing. Something she didn't think she was going to get in trouble for. Again, this is a great card for her because it's that person who just is never wrong. Dunning-Kruger. She thinks she knows everything. Give her a little bit of information, she's wildly dangerous because she thinks she's an expert. It's that vibe. So basically, she's kind of dumb and did something dumb. She didn't understand the long-term consequences of her choices. And it was done as a favor to Trump. Again, we're talking about she was involved in the the meetings about before the insurrection. It's something like that. I don't now. Here, plant this package by the RNC and the DNC. Don't worry about it. Nobody will know it's you, type of thing. I don't think she's the bomber, but it's that type of thing. In service of Trump, in service of, in service of power, the lust for power, she wants to be like an American oligarch. She just wants to be in charge. Large Marge in charge. Type of thing. It wants to be in the oligarchy, wants to serve Trump, doesn't care for democracy. She cares about dictatorships and her being in power in a dictatorship. I would say she was seduced by power, but that would seem to indicate maybe she had a moral compass at some point or something like that. It's not so much seduced as much as this was just the natural extension of what she was going to do anyway. Definitely a willing partner in this. In the past is the 7 of Pentacles. It's about her values. Her values aligned with Trump all the way through in what he was planning on doing. So there's a value alignment there. I don't know if this is necessarily money. I think it's a value alignment going on here. She's going to be used as a fall person. That's probably why she's stressed out. She's stressed out because this, it's like, you've got 10 people all saying she was involved in this. And she knows she was involved in it. And she was willingly involved in it. And she just had no idea the consequences of it. Again, she's Dunning-Kruger. She thinks give her a little information. She thinks she's an expert on something. She's one of those people that, my wife had told me this term, cannot play the tape all the way through. Example, when we talk about absolute presidential immunity and all these Trumpers like want Trump to have absolute presidential immunity, they don't play the tape all the way through. Because let's say the Supreme Court says, yes, you can have absolute immunity. Presidents, of course, need absolute immunity. They're above the law and everything. Cool. Play the tape all the way through. You know, they're all, yeah, Trump, not going to go to trial. Okay, fine. Who's the president right now? Well, it would be Joe Biden. Yes, it would be. Does he have absolute immunity? Because presidents have absolute immunity? Wait a minute. Yeah, he does, because that's what the Supreme Court ruled. So now he's just going to arrest all the Republican senators and House people and summarily execute them. And Trump's going to be, you know, thrown into a pond filled with piranhas for our entertainment. President immunity. What do you say? Huh? Doesn't that sound good? And all of a sudden, it doesn't sound so good, does it? Play the tape through. They don't think that, oh, well, if you give presidential immunity to Trump, it also means Biden gets it too. He can appoint Hillary Clinton as president for life. Forget the piranhas. Whatever. It's just play the tape all the way through and understand that everything that you think is great for Trump is really not that great if other people have it. It's just that's your boy and that's who you want. She's basically, so back to Marjorie Taylor Greene here. She's got no way out and she knows it. There's 10 people this way of Sunday that are all pointing the finger at her. And she's going to be left holding the bag on whatever it is that she got targeted with. Delivering those 2 packages, the RNC and DNC type of thing. Overarching energies, the Knight of Pentacles. Whatever these pentacles are, she's the one she's the one that moved it. She was in charge of it. She was the person that drove this thing. Again, if it was like the bomber, the RNC DNC bomber, she would have been a key player in it. I still think she would have gotten some poor rube staffer to drop that stuff off, but she would have been the key player in stuff like that. An eager one too. Oh, sure, I'll deliver that to this rube in my thing to have them deliver it. That type of thing. Oh, overarching energy. The lesson to be learned is the Hangman. Willing sacrifice. Not seeing things in a different light. She's being thrown under the bus. Here's the bus, Marge. Couldn't have her to a nicer person. Yeah. Trump and company are going to throw her right under the bus. There's nothing she can do about that. Out in the cold. She's got no recourse on this. And it's almost like she's got nothing to offer to get herself out of this. She can't offer anybody further up the food chain. She's going to be the one that's left holding the bag on this one. This is why she's losing her mind. She's done something where she is the person that's going to be culpable. She is going to be found guilty. She is going to be the key person in whatever this is that she's done. She's been tossed under the bus. 10 of Swords moment. There's no way out of this. 5 of Coins. It would be something that could get her kicked out of Congress. It could be something that could get her incarcerated. And that's why she's losing her mind. If you think about it, her best and pretty much only play at this point is to try and be the VP. Well, let me ask. I don't think he'll pick her. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if she's the VP, then she can put off potentially any arrest or indictments or stuff like that for, if Trump becomes the president, we're not going to have a democracy, so there's that. But, if for some reason a democracy came back, he could pardon her. She could take over as the president and declare herself president for life, or whatever it is that Marge would do. But to try and get herself out of this, appoint an attorney general who's going to dismiss all those charges against her, whatever. She's going to, that's why she's pushing so hard for this visibility. Will Trump choose Marjorie Taylor Greene as his vice presidential candidate? I don't see it. I really don't see it. I think you all pointed out there was that time she was standing on the tarmac in her Patriot outfit and Trump walked right by her. Just not into you. Trump, VP. Will Marjorie Taylor Greene be Trump's VP pick? Oh, I'm so sorry. You finished in 6th place. You know, you were in my top 6. You really were in my top 6. Oh, you were in my top 10, but you were only number 6. Page of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Yeah, there we go. She's trying everything she can to be his VP pick, but Trump just, this is either, Trump having his health issue and the VP pick just floats away from her, or she was about number 6th in line there. Trump definitely has his opinion as to who his VP pick was going to be. Marge doesn't offer enough for him. And while he appreciates her support, she's just not marriage material here, She's a bridesmaid, not a bride. But he likes her fiery spirit. If Trump oh God. No, he's not going to pick her. She wants it. Oh, she wants it badly, but he's moved on. Either he's mentally moved on, he can't pick, he's fled the country and can't pick, or if he does pick, she wasn't his top choice. She just doesn't have that much to offer him. No, give me your money and I'll think about it. I thought about it. It's not you. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Besides, she's going to jail, so I can't have somebody going to jail be my VP pick. That'd be a bad idea. Good luck with that. I'm sure you won't have to serve a long sentence on that. I'll have my staff send you a postcard while you're incarcerated. All right, there. We'll leave it there. We'll throw incarcerations later on if should this reality come to pass and Marjorie Taylor Greene's held accountable. Then we can look at that more. We're just going to get way ahead of ourselves, but I really do think she's put herself in a really bad spot. So what do we learn here? She's just trying to hold Mike Johnson's feet to the fire because she's been served a target letter, and she realizes that her best chance of getting out of all of this is to be a VP pick, which Don Jr. said it should be somebody who's a real fighter, so she's upping her fighting game. She doesn't want to get rid of Mike Johnson because Trump actually supports Mike Johnson, but she has to show Trump that she's serious, so she's going to threaten him over stuff like that. But if he goes ahead and approves this funding, she's just going to snarl at him and say, I'll be back, and then lie in wait. And then as things get closer and closer to Trump, needing to make that pick, probably somewhere between May and June, closer to June, she's going to probably lash out and move to vacate Mike Johnson, because at that point she's desperate to get Trump's attention, and that's how she thinks she's going to do it. And then what ends up happening is why she's doing it is, I think the target letter is she was involved in some actions involving the insurrection. Not saying anything about the RNC DNC bombing thing. I don't think she's the person who planted it, but if she was involved in something like that, she might have been the person who found the person to plant it and brought the material to be planted to that person. So she would have played a key role in it, a real driver in it, and she's going to be thrown under the bus and be held accountable for it. And it's freaking her out, and she's going to do whatever she can to get out of that. And then we'll find out, will Trump pick her as a VP and try and save her? He's just not that into you. Sorry. I had 10 people I chose to be VP, and you were number 6. You did a really good job. If he had a top 5, she wasn't in the top 5. Honorable mention. God, she did it to herself. Whatever is going to happen out of this, she did it to herself. She's got nobody to blame but herself, and she's one of those special people that will never accept responsibility or accountability for what she did. If she did, I might fall over and knock this screen behind me over too. Anyways, it doesn't look like it's going to fall over. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments, everything you do to feed the YouTube algorithm so my videos make it out to a wider audience. To folks discovering this channel recently or for the first time, welcome to the channel. I hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.